Let's talk about Seedify, one of the projects that I think is going to make most millionaires in the next crypto bull run, but also a project that you should be very, very careful of, because Seedify is the project that's linked to BNB, of course. It is an altcoin. It has a lot of danger right now, and that's what we can see in the chart. So I would like to discuss that. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, turn on the bell notification, and let's get right into it. So I'm not going to explain what Seedify is. I mainly want to talk about the price. You know what it is. If not, go to seedify.fund. Now, about the Seedify price. So we all know, I want to give a disclaimer, and where I'm gonna say that this video is going is that Seedify will come down hard. Now I want to give you a disclaimer that I think that every altcoin is going to go down hard, since the Bitcoin dominance broke out, of course, while Bitcoin was basically going down. So you saw that the total 3, so the altcoin market, fuck this, took a very big hit, and you know, it's still in this falling wedge, and yeah, we are not here yet, right? And now we also, like we had this in 2018 as well, we came down and up and down and up and down, little fake out, bull market support band rejection, got down, went even below it. Right now it's nothing else, basically we went up, down, up, down, up, down, got a little fake out right here, and we got now back in the trend. Will we go below it as well? Could be. I mean, here the SEC wasn't coming after altcoins. Here they are. But yeah, then again, every you know, bear market has its reasons to be a bear market, of course. But overall, altcoins look terrible. If you look at altcoins compared to Bitcoin, this is the total 3 divided by the Bitcoin market cap. It's finally coming down now, right? In the first bear market, we were at the bottom. At the second bear market of this chart, we were at the bottom, right? And now we are, well, not even halfway the bottom. So we could come down a lot more. Yeah, is that bad? It depends. If you're prepared, then it's not bad. So let's talk about Seedify in specific. So what's going on over there? Now, I do want to say, I do have a lot of Seedify tokens, okay? And I am in a big loss on the token itself, right? Can we blame anybody for that? No, I bought the token, can blame anybody. Seedify is doing a great job. So I first want to say that, of course. Now, since this is a launchpad, I am not that hurt from it. I'm not that hurt, right? Because I also invested in ChainGPT, and the vesting that I'm getting is now worth more than my total Seedify allocation, basically. So, yeah, and that's only with that IDO, right? We will have more good IDOs, and in the bull run, it will blow up again. Therefore, I am not afraid of, like, I'm in the Seedify price chat as well. And a lot of people will be like, why is Sfund down? Well, because it's crypto. Maybe you should look at this kind of stuff right here. And also, like, it sounds like you don't like it, right? Then it's maybe your problem that you're not so prepared. We have been talking about the altcoin crash on this channel for more than half a year already, I think, right? Be prepared. It's not that hard to prepare a little bit. So Seedify put in a new low, exactly bounced at this level right here of like 65 cents. Now, is this, well, exactly almost, but depends how you draw a line. If I drawn it correctly, it bounced almost. Is this the low, right? Buy the dip. That's what they always say. Yeah, if you bought the dip and the dip and the dip and the dip and the dip, you bought a lot of dips and you thrown all your money away. It's stupid. Buy the dip is bullshit. So let's talk about this a little bit. Like, where do I think this is going? Well, first of all, you have to realize something. Okay, Seedify is linked. It's paired with BNB. Okay, so you want to know, like, how's BNB doing? Well, BNB on its Bitcoin pair, let's talk about that. BNB Bitcoin, that's here. It was holding up very good in the bull market, or in the bear market even, right? It was holding up very good. Now BNB is finally taking a hit, and it basically seen lows that we haven't seen for BNB since May last year. Right, there was BNB really going low for a while, recovered very nicely, and now it's taking a big hit again. There's not a lot of support right here, right? This area right here, yeah, there's support, of course. You can draw it like this. And why, you might think like, why do you care about BNB? Well, it's paired with BNB, right? If BNB goes down, then it's very likely for Seedify to also go down. Why is that? Well, if you look at Sfund BNB, it's also, this is the wrong one, sorry. If you look at Sfund BNB, it's also putting in new lows. There's not a double bottom, if you want to be very precise. It's putting in new lows, right? So you can say like, yeah, but if BNB wasn't doing that bad, Seedify was doing better, of course. But still, Seedify is bleeding hard against BNB, right? Against BNB, it is down 90%, right? But BNB on its Bitcoin pair is also down 54%. And then you have to look at Bitcoin dollar, which is down 60%. All right, so you have something that's 90% down against something that's 55% down against something that's 61% down. Yeah, then if you take a look, of course, at the Seedify USDT chart, it's not looking so great. It's not looking so great, of course, right? If we take it from the exact top to where we are right now, we're down 96%. And it doesn't sound like a lot more. Well, 91 and 94 and 96, 91%. If we were down 91%, we will be sitting at 160, all right? 160, 96% down is already where we are right now. Let's say it goes down 98, right? Not much more, right? Well, 98% down, we'll put Seedify at 36 cents. These little percentages matter because we come from far, right? So 1% from this point is, of course, a lot more than 1% from this point. That's kind of how that works, okay? But Seedify is bleeding heavily against BNB. And I am a little concerned right now. Why? Well, you know, the narratives that are going on right now, right? Everything is a security and there are all regulations. And if you just look at the altcoin chart, anybody could see that like, okay, this is not looking so good for altcoins, right? Like I showed you before, if you look at Bitcoin, you have Bitcoin, we were in this falling wedge and we broke out of the wedge in January and we're now still sitting way higher than that. And also we are sitting at the moment 64% from the bottom, okay? If you, however, look at the altcoin market, we did not break out of that wedge like Bitcoin did in January. Altcoins did not even manage to do that. Right, and now we are sitting way lower, and like I said, Bitcoin is sitting around 60-65% from the bottom. Altcoins 7. All right, so altcoins are crazy weak. It's under the bull market support band, any kind of moving average right here. So there's no like, maybe there's a little bit right here that's support for altcoins. That's it. The Bitcoin dominant. If Bitcoin, like that's the thing. There's no good scenario for altcoins at this moment. Why? Well, either Bitcoin goes up, and what happens then? The Bitcoin dominance goes up, because these two are pretty correlated, right? So that's one possible scenario. And if the Bitcoin dominance goes up, you know, altcoins bleed against their Bitcoin pair. But that's kind of a problem, because if you look at most altcoins, they already sit at support or lower, right? Most are already. This is just an example. We have Illuvium sitting at lows. We have, I don't know, Fresti, where the fuck you are. Quite near its lows, right? We have Superverse at the lows, and I'm not even looking at trash like Hex or Cake or shit like that, but everything is sitting at or under their lows already, right? So if Bitcoin goes up, if the altcoin is already not at under the low, then they will get taken off of it. And if then Bitcoin corrects, then altcoins crash completely. So the other scenario, of course, is that Bitcoin goes down, right? Then the Bitcoin dominance might come down as well. But the problem then is altcoins on their dollar pair just follow Bitcoin on its dollar pair as well. Where's that support? Nowhere to be found as well. Moral of the story, I think that every altcoin is going down hard. And that takes me back to Seedify, because that's an altcoin. Now, why don't I mind it? I've lost like 40k in a couple of weeks. Do I feel bad? Yeah, well, I can feel better about it, but you know, I'm prepared. That's the thing. If you are prepared, then it doesn't matter. Look at this chart. A lot of people be like, let's buy the dip. Man, I did that a lot. I can tell you, you buy the dip, there's a new dip, you buy that dip. Why? Why do you buy the dip? Why? Bought this dip? Did you buy this dip? Did you buy this dip? Maybe you bought this dip. Congratulations. Did you buy this dip? Did you buy this dip? And now did you buy this dip? Show me, give or take, where your average is. Probably somewhere here, right? Okay, great. Congratulations. 160. You, sir, are now down around 60%, right? Someone that did not buy the dip, if you had $1,000, you now have 600. Somebody that not buy the dip now has $1,000. That's kind of what it's all about, right? Don't try to thumb the bottom, of course, but don't buy every dip. So what I'm concerned about with Seedify is one, it's sitting on its last big support when it comes to the dollar. All right, so Seedify has no more room left, so nothing can happen to it now. Okay, let's take a look at BNB. Because if BNB goes down, Seedify goes down. Let's take a look at that. BNB dollar. BNB is sitting at last support as well. And not just last support before it completely crashes to shit. All right? I'm not saying it goes to $40. It could also easily go to 180 maybe, 130. But there's not much. There's not much. What's there really, right? Maybe it creates support at 120, something like that. Very random. But BNB has to recover right now. Otherwise, there is shit. Let's take a look at the Seedify BNB chart again. Here we go. What's there? Well, what's there is like, this maybe, this, that's like nothing. That's like hanging on a skyscraper with your pinky top. I don't know how you call that, but that's nothing. So the problem is that it's very weak right here, and Seedify could easily go down against BNB. But yeah, if BNB is already going down as well, yeah, if that happens, then you can bet that Seedify dollar is also going down a lot, and then my prices will be very low. And some people might say, well, you know, if you take it from the top, it's already down like 96%. How much more lower could it get? Right? Well, I think every experienced crypto person kind of knows where this is going. But look, for example, I don't know, at Solana, right? Solana from the top to the bottom went down 96% here. $10, right? After that $10, which is here, it went down another 20%, right? And that's not even a very bad example. Look at this. Cardano, we have a lot of history on that since that already survived something, right? It already went to bear market. It went down 80%. After that 80%, people, 100%, they thought, whoa, it's already down 80%. Let's buy the dip. It went from there down another 80%. Then people thought like, okay, let's buy that dip. And then from that point, it went down another 84%. That's possible because we don't know how Seedify is well, first, because Seedify is an altcoin. That's the reason. Can it go down 80% plus 80% plus 80%? Yes, there's no reason why it can't, right? Plus, we don't know how Seedify is responding in a bear market because Cardano was considered quite of a blue chip altcoin back then with like no regulation shit going on and all of that, right? This is quite different right now. So what if Seedify does the same thing? This, and pay attention, because this could happen, and this is what I'm prepared for. And the fact that I'm prepared for this a long time ago saved me a lot of money. First, Seedify down 80%. Okay, cool. Then Seedify from there goes down another 80%. Awesome. That's where we are right now. You saw, it's very likely for altcoins to go from that point another 80% down. Do you have any idea what that takes us? 13 cents. And in Cardano's case was even 84. If that happens on Seedify, again, you just saw that it can happen. Seedify will be 10 cents. Now, of course, people feel like my green screen is making my eyes look like I'm a fucking, well, whatever. A lot of people will feel like, nah, that won't happen and that's not possible and this and that. Why? Why? Why is it not possible? It's possible, right? And yeah, I'm comparing Cardano to it. Okay, I know. Let's take a look at Seedify. Cardano's a bigger project than Seedify. But okay, let's take a project with a big hype. Hex. Everybody loves Hex, right? Well, okay. Let's take a look how that's going. So, can't it happen? Again, Hex. I don't even think this was the top. It's more like 50% or so, right? Wrong one. But okay, let's take a look at that. So, Hex went down 80%. From that point, it went down 80%. Like I said, this wasn't even the top. But from that point, went down another 50%. Right? Can also happen that it goes down 50%. Right? Possible. We'll put Seedify 33 cents. Right? That could also happen. But don't rule out the fact that something like this is possible. Right now, does that suck? It depends on two things. Why is my green screen making me look so weird, man? Okay, whatever. It depends on two things. Wait a second. I was really looking fucked up. Nice. One thing is, like I said, are you prepared? If you are prepared, then, well, let me start with the other thing, because this thing is too good to already start with. It starts with the fact that what I'm saying right here, and that these kind of things are normal in a bear market. If it will be okay depends on the fact if the team feels the same way like I am feeling right now. Like, this is not the first time this happens to altcoins. Everybody thinks crypto is dead in a bear market. Like, we're not there yet, right? Like, too many people are still here. Crypto is not dead yet, according to a lot of people. Crypto has to be dead first. And when you really feel like, shit, is it still safe to buy something like this? Should I buy this? Nobody wants to buy this. Then you want to buy this. Too many people, especially in Seedify, are now still being like, there are some doubt coming right now, but a lot of people still like, yeah, good entry. Well, then apparently it's not a good entry yet. But the second thing it depends on is, of course, like, are you prepared? And that's the most important thing. I am prepared. How am I prepared? Well, mentally, for the fact that I can see my bag decrease very hard. So I'm just not looking at my portfolio right now. Fuck that. Right? And third, or second, do you have cash? Do you have cash to buy? Or are you the dip buyer, right? Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Are you the one that listens to crypto bento kind of people when altcoins look like when altcoins, sorry for the step, but it's true. When altcoins look like this, that they start make videos like, oh, altcoin season. Like we discussed here, this is not an altcoin season. Don't get wrecked by these people. This is what happens, right? If you are one of those, yeah, then you have no money to buy, right? And I think that depends on how many cycles you went through, because you have to fuck up before you do it well. Doesn't matter how much YouTube videos you watch. You have to experience it. Right, so I am prepared in a way that I am very comfortable at these levels. But if it bounces from here, it's also fine. Because I don't care about missing out. I rather don't lose money than I miss out on something. That's it. That's it for me. If I miss out on a part of my gains, great. But people were afraid of missing out right here and right here and right here and right here. Guess what? If you did nothing, you did not miss out. Even more, somebody who bought in here and here, for example, with $1,000, so give or take this the average, they have $15 left. If they now allocate $15 and we go back to all-time high, which is, let's round it up, 20x, then you have $300. If we still have our $1,000 and we do that, then we have 20K. That's a big difference. Plus, we don't have to go through all this pain. Right? So yeah, this is very specific in this case about Seedify, but this goes for every altcoin basically. Yeah, I'm a mega altcoin bear at this moment, simply because the altcoin market is just mega bearish, right? You have to adjust to the market. And I do feel tempted now and then to buy Seedify tokens. And if I don't have any position yet, I might dollar cost a little bit though, because you don't know. It might go up from here. This might be it. But I am, you know, prepared for the fact that this might come down. That's definitely what could happen. But that's where you get rich. People that were buying Seedify right here, apart from the IDOs, right? I'm purely talking about the price right here. People that were buying Seedify tokens right here, how did you expect to get rich from it, right? How? If you would go back to the all-time high, which is hard, then you make 5x. Does that make you rich? Right? No. However, if we do go down here and we go back to the all-time high, what's that? Look at this. 170x. That makes you rich. Now, in Seedify's specific case, going back to the all-time high is maybe not really like, I mean, there are like, look at market cap and not at price, because now there are more tokens, and especially in the next bull run, there will be more tokens. So I expect a third of it to compare with the all-time high. So if it was 18, I would say like $6 is the new all-time high, basically. However, it could surpass all-time high. Seedify is better than what it was over here. Most important thing, though, is survival. And that's also the case, right? How do people get wrecked? Not only if they buy right here with any project and they lose money, right? But if people buy a crypto project, an altcoin right here, they buy it at a point of the market where these projects are still around. How do you know that this project will survive? And like Seedify is my biggest holding. I'm the biggest Seedify fan, believe me. But I don't know that Seedify is going to survive, right? Maybe this is one of the projects that dies in the bear market. Could be, right? I don't know. I'm not going to shill or be very bullish or whatever just because that suits me best, because I want it. I try to have a realistic look at these altcoins as possible. I don't know really about the team, like how experienced are they, because Seedify hasn't been to a bear market yet. How will the team respond if Seedify, if their Telegram becomes a ghost town because crypto people go away, right? That's what I showed you before. People are leaving crypto. Look at the red line on this chart right here. This is the social risk, right? The amount of YouTube subscribers, viewers, Twitter followers, etc. It's going down. And in every bear market, it's sitting at zero. Zero. It's also the bottom, right? So that's why you should pay attention. So you have to have balls of steel. When nobody feels like I want to buy this crap anymore, if you then buy, you will be rich. But how does the team, I hope that, and that goes for a lot of projects, the team itself, of course, also, if the project becomes a ghost town, no more IDOs, price completely tanks, everybody that is left is only fudding. It's hard for the team to keep motivated. Plus, do they have runway? Do they have the amount of money to keep on building until the bull market continues, which should not be much earlier than 2025, in my opinion, for altcoins? Oh, that I cannot say for the team, right? And therefore, you also don't want to go too crazy on these dips, because one, you throw your money away with buying dips, but two, you don't know yet if this project, like maybe we will do something like this, and over here maybe somewhere, turns out project is dead, right? What did you do right here? Can't you better wait for it to really be fucking bottomed out? And if it turns out not to be that, then buy that bottom and ride that wave up. What's there? Why would you buy these dips? Well, because of FOMO, like we said in yesterday's video. Yesterday's video is all about buying the dips, not on a specific project. But yeah, in my humble opinion, Seedify could still come down a lot. If we look at the Seedify Bitcoin chart as well, it's not on TradingView, I think, but it is here. If you look at Sfund Bitcoin, look, skydiving, right? All the support right here, broken. Then we had a little support here and here, broken. Now we have this little kind of piece of shit support. Well, won't be much. If that breaks, we will probably see somewhere around 180 Satoshis. We're currently sitting at 280. All right, so keep that in mind. It's slightly more than a third down. So another 30% on its Bitcoin pair down. Right. So yeah, if it already goes down a third on its 30% on its Bitcoin pair, you know, what if Bitcoin goes to 20K or lower? There are a lot of ingredients that I'm having on my screen right here that suggest that not much is needed for Seedify to get absolutely, completely wrecked. And I'm going to make the most money ever out of that. I will be happy with that. And it will be good for What Do You Meme as well. That's our project. I released a project like a week ago. That's where we collectively invest in launchpads like Seedify for the people that cannot afford a high tier themselves, or they live in a restricted country. So small tax on our token, we use that $2 cost into projects like Seedify, Engine Starter, etc. We will have the best entries, and well, the money that we make from that goes into our staking wallet, and you can claim that from RD app. So perfect utility. But yeah, the lower we get our entry, the stronger our utility is. So for sake of our project, I wouldn't mind Seedify sitting at 10 cents. But I am kind of afraid that when that happens, I hope the team is persistent and keeps having faith and knows the market at least as good as I do. At least, I'm not that crypto OG, but you know, I've seen it since 2013 now, and I am not concerned about anything. But you do not know how altcoins are going to respond, because most projects will die, and you only hope that your project won't. So that's it, guys. If you have any opinion about this, please leave a comment down below. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm here every day. If you ever doubt yourself about crypto and you feel like wanted to give up, then this channel is where you should be. Guys, thanks for watching and have a very nice day.